Well, good morning, Terry. I'm glad you came in to meet with me this morning. As you know, it's time for the annual review, and I've really been looking forward to meeting with you. I went through and reviewed your stats, and I'm very pleased with your progress this year. You've just done a really great job. So, this is the performance review, and we're going to go through that.
Thank you, Ms. McMillan. I have really enjoyed this past year. I love the gift shop, and I am very proud of my accomplishments as well.
Okay. Well, as you'll see at the top of the performance review, it's got your name, the job title, your date of hire as December 16th of 2014. The department and job title are listed, and then the third line shows that this is your annual review. And I've listed out the review period as December 16th of 2015 through the current date of December 6th of 2016. So then the second section lists out our rating categories. As you can see, there's O for outstanding, there's E for exceeds expectations, there's M for meets expectations, I for improvement needed, and NA for not applicable. And then each category lists out the criteria necessary to fall within those guidelines. Do you have any questions so far?
No.
Okay. So the first area of review is quality, and you're going to see that you have received a meets expectations in the quality area. And as I mentioned, you've done a really exceptional job this year in the area of sales and marketing. You've increased sales over 24% from last year. Your hard work and dedication have really paid off, and your department has demonstrated an increase in revenue. So you can be very proud of yourself for this past year in this area.
Thank you. I appreciate your feedback. I agree that it was late in those reports, and I will work harder to prioritize my time. I hope next year I can bring back this up to exceed.
Oh, well, I really like your positive attitude. I'm confident that if you maintain that attitude, that we will be able to see a meets and exceeds next year. Okay, so now the next area is productivity, independence, and reliability. Terry, in this area, you're going to see that you have a meets expectations as well. I've been very impressed with your fortitude in the management of the stock and inventory. I understand that you've done research on your inventory, which has greatly attributed to the increase in sales.
Thank you. I really like that. I like stocking shelves, and I like trying to second guess people.
And it shows. You've really done an excellent job. So the next category is job knowledge. I've given you a meets expectations in this area for the same reason as I said before. You've done a really great job. You really do know your way around the department and what's necessary to accomplish the end result.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
So the next goal is interpersonal relationships, cooperation, and commitment. In this area, you have again met expectations. You work well with your staff, you've trained them well, and they have contributed to your success in the department.
I do like working with people, and I have enjoyed teaching my staff different things I have learned about display merchandise.
I'm sure your enthusiasm comes through and has helped your team from a lot from what you've learned yourself. So now in the area of attendance, I indicated improvement needed due to the 5 unexcused absences this past year.
Yes, I agree that there have been exponential absences and I have some missed deadlines, but you see, I am a single parent and I have children who seem to be sick a lot in the past year. And when there's a fever or sick, the schools will not let them.
Yeah, I know how difficult it can be working full time and being a single parent. Now, maybe there's something that I can do to try to help you get your children into the company daycare on an ad hoc basis. And on the days that they're sick, maybe you can look into having a standby sitter. Is that a possibility, you think?
Yes, I actually have already arranged to have my sister-in-law help going forward.
Excellent. I'm so happy to hear that you're being proactive in this area. In the area of initiative and creativity, I've given you an exceeds. You have shown great initiative in the reorganization of your displays, and I understand you've even gone out of your way to open the shop up during off-time hours whenever customers have needed you to do that.
Thank you. I appreciate that you have recognized those things.
And then under adherence to policy, you're going to see that there is improvement needed there as well. There have been several reports from volunteers where you've been seen texting while asking them to take on extra work.
Oh, I'm sorry for that. As I mentioned, I'm a single mother and I have kids text me quite a bit during the summer months. So I know that they're okay.
I can understand that you need to know that they're home safe. And, maybe going forward, you can let your volunteers and team know the situation and let them know that you're going to be taking your breaks during that time. And you're going to use that time for the text. I'm sure that they would appreciate your situation and they would completely understand the need for the text.
Sure, I can do that. I haven't realized the way that this might look.
Sometimes it does help if we can step back and take a look from another's perspective. Okay, so in the last section of lead, I give you a meets expectation. You've done a great job in leading your department and meeting all areas of revenue expectations. And then the overall rating for your annual review is meets expectations. When I take all the factors into consideration, the wonderful job you've done with your revenue, the management of your displays, the items balance out, and overall, you've had a really good year. Now, I would like to suggest some courses in the next year that might help you with some expected improvements in some of the areas where improvements are needed. I'm recommending that you take some Learn Point courses in teamwork. And there's also some stress courses that can be taken here at the hospital, some lunch and learn sessions. These might go a long way to helping alleviate some of the pressure that you're feeling as a working mom. It might even help in the area of pressure you might be feeling when you're under deadlines.
Oh, thank you. I do think those courses might help. And I agree getting rid of some stress or at least finding a way to manage it would help too.
Okay. Well, Terry, I thank you again for meeting me today. Do you have any questions about anything that we've gone over?
No.
Okay, so I hope you have a good afternoon, and thank you very much. And again, congratulations on a great year.
You too.